Hello, you guys. Welcome back to another video. This one is an unexpected one, and I say that because yesterday it was Friday, so I uploaded one of my videos. Um, and no, I forgot. It was one of the videos on Instagram, but I didn't went to school. I had to do stuff, so after I was done doing my chores, I went outside toy hunting, and I went to my local GameStop and I found this. I found Tails. I was lucky because there was a girl picking up Sonic and Shadow, and I got lucky to pick up Tails. So yeah, here he is in his package right there, as you guys can see. It says Tails right there, Sonic 3 on the top right there. Here's the side of the box, and then here's the back of the box with Sonic 3 promo photos for Tails, and the other action figures. I already have these two. 20 points of articulation. It's two less than Sonic and Shadow have, so we'll see what the deal is with that. And there's a little write-up right there, right here, as you guys can see right there. Little writing of Tails right there, and nothing more from the side right there. So how about I say let's get this guy open and see what he's all about. And here he is out of the packaging, and as you can see, there he is, just standing still with the tails down, his two tails, because he really cannot stand by himself with the tails like this. Hold on, I'm gonna demonstrate it to you guys right now. He just likes to fall. So if you're gonna buy tails, just keep his tails like that, so he could like stand. But he's pretty cool. I've been posing him around, and he's actually pretty cool. I actually like this figure, so let's check him out. As you can see, that's a pretty accurate head sculpt right there from Sonic 2 and the upcoming Sonic movie, Sonic 3. I like the little smile, and he still has like the lenses on his eyes, just like Sonic and Shadow. Actually pretty good. I like the little hair that's going around him. Since he's a fox, he's not really a hedgehog to have quills, but it's more like fur all over him, and that's pretty neat. I like how these are sticking out. The top of his head, right there too, and his ears. The inside of his ears are painted white. Everything that you see white, it's sculpted, except for the chest. And as you can see right here, this is a separate piece, so this is not painted. This is actually a separate piece that's white. As you can see, like the little separation right there, the little gaps. But yeah, the face sculpt is actually pretty good. I actually like it. The chest is looking pretty neat with all that fur on his chest, on the white parts. As you can see, the hands, they're skinnier, and the hands are bigger. The back of the figure, as you can see right there, more fur detail right there, more fur on the arms right there. As you can see, the tails look pretty nice. They articulate, which it's one of my favorite part of the figures, that it articulates, meaning you can put him on a pose where he's flying. Yeah, pretty nice fur all over it. I like the details on these Sonic 3 figures. And then moving on to the bottom of the legs, as you can see right there, more fur detail, and the joints for the legs have been switched. So I will talk about that more later on the articulation segment. But as you can see, more fur detail on the back, the hinges on the knees, pretty good. And we move on to the shoes. Pretty well sculpted, pretty well painted, I will say that. Well, I mean, except for the back part, I mean, there's like a little paint splash right there, right here too. The gray parts are looking pretty neat. They're pretty well detailed. I like them. And nothing at the bottom of the shoes except for all that copyright stuff. So yeah, that's all about this figure. Nothing much and nothing more, but it's pretty well sculpted. I like all the details. So yeah, how about I say we move on to the articulation. And so for the articulation, the head can move up this far, down that far, down not far, but up definitely can. He can look side to side, as you can see right there, pretty well, because it's a ball joint. The arms can move this far up, as you can see, pretty good for this figure. And they can go forward. I don't think it could do a full 360, so yeah, because of the giant head, but it can go forward that far. And let me get the tail out of the way. hold on, back that far, as you can see right there. And surprisingly, he has a butterfly joint, which I didn't even saw in the figure, and I just realized a few minutes ago while posing him. So yeah, that's a pretty neat touch. Like, he still has a shoulder joint, but it doesn't show on like the figures right here, like Sonic. The shoulder joint, you can clearly see it, but in here it's like well hidden. So yeah, I like that. So that's a shoulder joint, or a butterfly joint right there. His elbows can rotate side to side, and it can bend that far, and his hands can rotate too, as you can see right there, and they can bend back and forward. And as you just saw me rotating his hands right there, same as like Sonic and Shadow, forward and front too. So now let's move on to the legs. There's no torso joints, which I'm not really complaining about. He really doesn't need the torso joints. Let's move on to the legs. Future me here, sorry to interrupt the little video, but I forgot to explain about his feet. So let me just move his arm up like that. As you can see, he has like a different hinge. It's different than the Sonic and Shadow. I don't know why they did that, but maybe it's because he has a smaller figure. They had to give him a different hinge for the leg articulation, which I'm okay with, which means they had to sacrifice like the thigh swivel. So yeah, I'm okay with the articulation. I really don't care. For a small figure like him, yeah, I really don't care. So yeah, getting back to the video and showing you the poses. All right, see ya. Leaving it to my past self. The legs can go this far up, as you can see right there, and it can go this far back. Pretty neat. And let me put it forward. His knees can bend this far, as you can see right there, that far. His legs can do an ankle pivot right there, as you guys can see. Ankle pivot right there. And front that far, as you can see right there. Right there. Far, and back that far. Pretty neat for this figure. And let me not forget, because this is my first Tails figure, and the tails, his two tails, have pretty great articulation. As you can see, it has hinges right there, and this whole thing rotates. As you can see, it can rotate. So that's a articulation right there. You can do a full 360 if you want to. The tails can rotate too, as you can see, a full 360, and it can go up like that, down like that, which helps a lot when posing him in like any flying poses. And I really like this figure. Overall, a pretty well articulated figure for a Tails figure, and this might be the best Tails figure out of the bunch. But there is one that can rival it. I forgot the name of it, but I'm pretty sure it's available on Amazon. So yeah, love this figure, love the articulation. Let's get into some comparisons.